Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. So this weekend we saw the control variant by Sander Wozniak doing pretty well against Lugia, but there was also another version of quad yveltal deck featuring Blissey, and a bunch of other ways to deny resources. And this deck, as opposed to the other one, it can apply pressure after it has removed energies, and it can actually take KOs and build up a big Blissey with the Blissful Blast attack, doing 10 damage plus 30 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. We also have yveltal Scribe's Destruction, discarding up to 3 special energy cards from your opponent's Pokemon, and then we also have triple Miltank with the Miracle Body ability and the Route attack to be able to deal damage to your opponent's Pokemon as well as protect from Pokemon V. Now this deck also featured the Radiant Jirachi with the ability Entrusted Wishes, where if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out, then you can choose 3 cards and put them into your hand. And we also have the attack Astral Misfortune, where if you flip 2 coins and if both of them, well, you don't if you flip. You flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, then your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. And we actually saw that at the start of the game in the stream match, which was really cool to see. Now, supporters wise, we do have 4 Bosses Orders and 3 Serenas, so we're going to be able to gust and trap things if we need to. We also have Avery to disrupt the bench, we have Marnie to disrupt the hand, we have Research to draw extra resources, and we also have a copy of Roxanne for a late game. We also have quad copies of Path to Peak, so all the things that you could want in order to annoy your opponent, if you will, they are all here. We also have 4 Cape of Toughness to increase the HP of all of our Pokemon. We also have access to the V-Guard energy to help protect Blissey or any of our other Pokemon in case they need that protection. And then we also have Hyper Potion and Sharon's Cure to heal those big Blissey's and potentially recover the energies to be able to attack with yveltal yet again. Double Scoop of Net helps with the retreating along with the switch cards. Let's jump into the ladder, see if we can hit some Lugias and see how this deck works. If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Alright, we're gonna start off with Blissey doing some damage. We're up against Regigigas, which is certainly not going to be a fun time. We do have Dunsparce to reduce or prevent 1-hit KOs by Regirock, but certainly this match is as bad as it gets. This was actually my round 1 match at the World Championships this past year, or this past season in London, and my opponent was not happy at all, especially because they didn't have Dunsparce themselves. So we'll just have to see. They do get to play the Path to the Peak first. I do top deck another Cape of Toughness, which does force my opponent to need to have choice built as well on the Regirock to get the KO. So I'm just gonna go ahead and discard these 3 cards. Hopefully I can find another energy, but I did not. So no pressure at all from me. So what you need to do against Regis is apply pressure, take knockouts, and also disrupt. And I could do neither of those things. You can't really do that early on, but missing an attack is just really, really bad. Maybe I should have discarded something else like the extra cape instead of that V-Guard to guarantee that I had an attack, but I don't know. I feel like this deck plays so many energies that the chance of me finding one were decent. Though clearly here we are. Like setting up a 2-hit KO on the Regigigas would have been sufficient. Of course it was the next card that I did get. So we're gonna go ahead and there's no Dunsparce. Did I prize it or did I forget to include it in the list? Maybe I forgot to include it in the list, honestly. All right. I'll just grab the other Blissey. And then I kind of like having the Avery. I'm just gonna go Blissful Blast. Of course, this V-Guard energy is not protecting me from anything. I will be doing 70 damage next turn, which is not enough to knock out the Regigigas. Now my Avery will actually have some value. We do see Marnie getting discarded, so that probably means research for my opponent. If my opponent whiffs an attack here, then that's really good. Could have been just another Marnie as well. But that energy there, no energy on the Gigas, and only 2 in the discard pile. I don't think it's likely that I get attacked, although now with that quick bolt my opponent does have, and at twin energy they will be able to attack me. So we'll see what happens here. Alright, no twin energy. They did grab Regirock instead of another Regigiga, so that probably is very telling on my opponent's hand. Does decide to power up preemptively. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Alright. We are just going to go ahead and concede here. Missing the attack, missing the KO. It's game over. Alright, well, here we are in game 2. Last game obviously didn't really pan out. This deck, of course, cannot beat everything. It is heavily targeting both Lugia and Mew, but against everything else, you will certainly struggle. And seems like we've hit back-to-back everything else decks, which is expected, right? Like, not every deck is Mew, not every deck is Lugia in the ladder. So this is indeed to be expected. Now, if I do find a powerful energy, I could start with a knocker on the Sobble. Okay. Alright, we're gonna start with Jirachi this time. So we're gonna threaten whatever my opponent has in the active with a double head flip. I mean, could be good. 25% chance to start off with 2 prizes now, even. Which is really nice, but okay. Now we're up against Lugia. So now we have a good possibility to get going. And this is really cool. Like, when I played on Path to Peak, once Path to Peak gets countered, I will have my ability activated. If Path to Peak doesn't get countered, then that means Lugia did not, in fact, use its Summoning Star. So it's sort of like a win-win. Now the question is, do I want to bench the Blissey right here? Or do I want to simply focus on the yveltals? That is the real question right here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and double through the active. I'm definitely gonna go Path to Peak. I feel like I should. I will be benching that Blissey and I will be going for that research. Not the best follow-up. Double heads. Oh. Close. Close. Imagine that. I think if I get double heads there, my opponent immediately rage quits, I feel. But okay. So now it's on them to make something happen. They did manage to discard both Arcebuses, so they're sitting in a very comfortable spot. As long as they can counter the stadium, they'll be able to take down the Jirachi. And then it's on me to start the pressure, right? So with this hand, I'd probably have to go grab an Yveltal, plus a switch card, plus another Yveltal, most likely. There's the Pumpkaboo, and then I get to play Avery as well, which will mean that they can discard the Pumpkaboo as well. But it is what it is. Choosing to attach to the bench Charizard and going research. So that was a costly Pumpkaboo, but they do manage to find the incense for the V-Star, and they will be able to Summoning Star. And that's the issue with like playing for Path to Peak. It does increase the chance that you have it early, but Lugia just needs to counter it once, and then they're fine. The issue is being able to deal with the pressure afterwards with the double Arceus, and there's not a lot of things that shut off double Arceus. There might be only one thing that shuts off double Arceus, which is Galarian Weezing, I believe. I think that's the only thing. Alright. So my opponent does choose to power up 2 capture energies, which I find peculiar. Like, looking at this, Well, I mean, they must imagine that I'm gonna have yveltal. Okay, now if I Avery, they discard Pumpkaboo, absolutely. But, I mean, either they discard the Charizard or they discard the Lugia, which they just committed a choice belt to, so that's very good. Alright. Capture and the Heat Fire now committed. Alright. Tempest Dive. Alright, so we're grabbing yveltal. We're grabbing Switch Card. I think we're just grabbing... Okay. I think I'm actually gonna grab the Heavy Ball. Because I can clearly see that one yveltal is prized. Right? Okay, so to start off, I'm not gonna give any information to my opponent. I'm just gonna Avery before I do anything else. That way they don't have more information to make this decision. And hopefully it's a harder decision that way. So it's definitely the Pumpkaboo. But who else? I feel like I would prefer, yeah, the Charizard. That's great, because then the Charizard could at some point attack for less energies and apply pressure, but that will not be the case right here. All right, then we're gonna go Heavy Ball, grabbing that yveltal. Roxanne is priced. That is not ideal, but well. And then we're gonna go ahead and attach the Twin, because I can't attach Twin to Blissey. Well, I can, but I don't get any benefits really. And I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all about getting rid of 3 energies. My opponent has to take down this yveltal. I have the follow-up yveltal plus Marnie for potentially more yveltals. So that's what we are trying to go for at this point in the match. Another thing that I could do is go boss on a different Lugia or a different target, such as the Charizard, right? At some point I could have done that, and that would have forced my opponent to be like to use more of their resources rather. A Raikou could be a problem here. No Raikou yet though. To see the double Archeops. Okay, so they will be like, they do save an energy, but it's also gonna cost them 2 energies to retreat. So it's almost like oh, actually they have the Bird Keeper. Interesting. All right. Well, that's not very nice. So now I have 2 choices. I can either I feel like this is the turn where I attack with Blissey. And then have my opponent commit all powerfuls, and then I follow that up with the yveltal. I reckon that's the play. Issue is if I get Marty next turn out of the double turbo. Ooh, if I had access to the... Okay, if I can find the V-Guard energy, that would be fantastic. What if I do this? You know what? One of these. Right, draw 4 cards. No. Not quite. Okay. That's alright. With the V-Guard energy, Blissey would actually be in such a good spot. Okay. Still okay though. I hope. Right. Blissful Blast. A little bit of damage, and then get to power up a lot of damage. Or for a lot of damage. They need to commit all 4 powerful to take the prizes, and I can remove 3 of those. I don't think I'll be able to win this though. Yeah, that Bird Keeper saving at least 2 energies right there. It's not ideal. Hmm. My opponent also trying to figure that out, of course. What's the best path? So I'm just thinking, I haven't removed enough energies. They do just go for the Marnie, but 1, 2. I've only removed 4 energies, and they're about to be at 4. 2 prize cards. Maybe more copies of V-Guard energy would be good in this. Now, Blissey with a V-Guard energy is really hard to take down. Requires all 4 powerful plus a choice belt. So imagine a Blissey with V-Guard energy and Radiant Gardevoir. Oh, my opponent. Huh? My opponent choosing not to attack here. Interestingly. I mean, I'm not doing anywhere near enough. I truly don't know why they did the attack right there. Removing 1 energy is not good enough. Okay, so do I just try and find the V-Guard? That seems reasonable. My opponent must have prize tag powerful. Ooh, there's the V-Guard. Perfect. I mean, not perfect because I'm not attaching a bunch of energies right here, but now I have extra layers of protection. And I did hit for 200. Now I'm at 240. So we're getting there. We are getting somewhere. And now, if I tank a hit and I share and scare and then I discard the energies, that's the dream. Oh, okay. So, well, they do have the choice build now. So I don't think I'll be taking any hits here. Okay, my opponent didn't use Archeops again. So either they were holding powerfuls, but like if that was the case, you'd attach 2 and then Marnie so that your chance of drawing them. My opponent must have prized a powerful. That way, and therefore they can't 1 KO me. That's the only explanation, really. What? What is going on? Okay. I dealt 200, then I attached 1 energy, so I'm at 2. Yeah, I'm 1 energy short of the knockout right there. Alright, so do I just Marnie again? What if I go boss, KO the Archeops instead? That would potentially be good, I guess. I mean, if my opponent hasn't been able to knock me out, we'll see. It's weird. Maybe they can, they're just playing it like super slow, super safe. I need a powerful to get the maximum. Okay, so they do promote the Lugia, so I guess this works for them, yeah. They commit all 4 powerful now, they knock me out. And then my yveltal removes 3 of them and they just power up and attack again, and then I remove another 3. Hopefully. I don't know. After my opponent exhausts the powerful though, going boss on the Archeops has merit because it requires energy to retreat, and they can no longer 1 KO me if they do commit all 4 powerful, which they did not, in fact, commit all 4 powerful. Okay, so I did do 260 last time. This is 300 minus 30, so I'm 10 off the knockout yet again. I think this is the turn. Like, I'm clearly not getting KO'd, so this is the turn where I'm just gonna delete 3. Oh my gosh. Well, never mind. Yeah, I'm getting KO'd. Yeah, the less vacuum. Oh wait, no, that's not enough. Because of my V-Guard. They're hitting 270 minus 30. They're 10 off. They are actually 10 off right here. Yes. Oh, 30 off. What am I saying? I can't do math. Oh, because of the double turbo. I forgot about that. All right. Cool. Okay, so with that happening, so they very smartly saved the powerful energies, but if I use this yveltal, I think that works. I'm gonna retreat paying 1. No. 1, 2, 3. No, never mind. Like this. Yeah, like this. All right. And then I get to do this, and I also get to do this. I also get to do this. I can play this and grab the Blissey just in case. And then goodbye you, you, and you. That works. That's like removing 4 energies. My yveltal has 170 HP. So this Archeops is going to take a lot to KO my yveltal. And I don't have a follow-up to this, though. That's the biggest issue right here. I mean, my follow-up could be a KO, though. How much damage am I dealing now? It's 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 160. Plus 20, 180. Minus 20, 160. Okay, so it would be enough. Paper. Wow. Choosing to power up the Stoutland. They could take a knockout on my Blissey this turn with the Stoutland. That would not be good. That would be really not good here. They'd get 3 prizes off of that. But now, how many energies are they down? Okay, just 1 on the active. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that really boss or Serena? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so I'm leaving this Stoutland energy less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're down 2 bosses, so they shouldn't be able to boss anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, it's do this and hope, right? It's generally do this and hope. Don't see anything else I can't do. And I do want to draw a few cards. Get rid of you and probably you since I'm holding the boss and I do have other bosses as well. Let's play you just in case. Let's go ahead and attach you. And let's go ahead and just get rid of all these energies. So that retreating is difficult for you. There's no way you have 2 bird keepers, right? Absolutely no way. So the pressure that Blissey can apply has certainly been decent. Let's go ahead and get rid of that energy as well. Okay, so how many energies is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13. 13 energies. So, do I commit to attacking with Miltank? Is that really my plan? I don't have Blissey anymore to apply pressure. So, what's their plan now? Miltank can't be attacked. They do have 1 powerful energy left. No, no powerful energy left. Maybe I just pick up the Miltank, honestly. Don't leave that liability. Just pass. So what happens now? What's their plan? Are they sort of rage quitting? They just need to attack once more. They haven't powered up, so they clearly don't have 4 energy left to attack. The Stoutland one, they have 2 Auroras, potentially 2 Auroras, 1 capture. And that's it. So 3 energy total. Three energy total. They definitely don't have 4, otherwise they would have already powered up and knocked me out. Unless they're in their hand, and then they're just waiting for a Marnie, which they do not have anymore either, to replenish their deck. I mean, we're already seeing 1 deviation with the V-Guard energy and the Birdkeeper off of Tort's winning list. I could also just start attacking with Miltank. I mean, I do have the Cape of Toughness as well, so might as well. You know, rather than sit here and do nothing, I might as well just route. And apply some pressure. with 3 energies, Archeops cannot attack me. I can heal any damage that Archeops does, and then I just remove the energies. They have 1 attack left. If they're not getting a KO with that last attack, then it's game over. How many powerful energies do I have left? I do have 2, so might as well just increase my damage output, apply more pressure, because they're clearly not going to flinch. Need to find a Quick Ball and a Roxanne, which I'm clearly not going to play. Okay, they cannot KO me with Archeops. Yeah, they're just wasting my time, I guess. They know they've lost, but they're not willing to accept it. And there we have it. Blissey Control successfully running Lugia out of her resources right here. And there we have it. Yeah, 1 prize to 1 prize, but we managed to deck them even after they were just completely wasting our time, as they are right now, waiting to see who they promote. So yeah, GG, I guess. Blissey Control, yeah. Is it a contender for this weekend? It did make day 2 at LAIC. I feel like that's one of those decks that it didn't place. It placed top 64 in the end. Didn't place high enough to attract attention, but there's probably a reason why it made day 2, right? So it might still be able to catch people off guard, and it can certainly do something. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.